Hi guys, my name's Lexi. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Also, when you smash that subscribe button, make sure you tap the bell next to the subscribe button. That way, you're notified when I upload a new video. Now, this video was a video I thought I'd never make as a owner of a almost service dog. Now, I have seen so many fake service dogs out and about in Walmart, and my friends have seen some, and it's not right. It's just not. So if you are out there using a fake service dog out in public and expecting it to act the way you want it to act, and with it not having it trained properly, and having it tasked the way it's supposed to, it's not gonna do what you want it to do. So if you are like someone like that, please do not bring your fake service dogs in public, because for one, they're not allowed. For two, they distract people with the real problems. And if the dog misses an alert or a task, you could be fined and you could be sued or whatever. So I have a list of things to kind of like spot if you ever see like a fake service dog out in public. So if you have seen any of these, then you've most likely spotted a fake service dog. I have. And if any of these kind of go with the story, I will kind of explain the story behind them that I've seen them with. Okay, so let's get right into the video. Okay, so the first one is being in a basket or being carried. I have seen this. People just think they can get away with putting their dogs in baskets at Walmart and any other grocery store or whatever. That is not right, okay? For one, it violates health code. For two, if the dog has to task to you, he can't alert to you when he's sitting in a basket. So, there's that. Being carried, I know there's like small enough dogs to be carried. I know that there's some diabetic people that have dogs that they carry, which is completely fine. If it's for that reason, it has to be carried, then that's fine. The next one would be not on a leash unless the task or alert provokes it not to be on a leash. Now, if the task has the dog not on a leash, that's completely fine. Just make sure that you have it trained right to stay by you and not have it like run off and go up to other people and bother other people, because your dog is working, supposedly, and you don't need to get distracted and not focusing on you. So, next one is not listening to commands. Obviously, service dogs have to be trained 2 years plus. They have to be public access tested before they go into public. Now, some dogs, obviously the fake ones, haven't been trained that long. Obviously haven't been public access tested, so they just think, the owners just think, they can waltz up in a store and, call them a service dog. Now, you can name any dog a service dog if you wanted to. That's fine. But it's not real unless you train it and task it for the thing it's supposed to be tasked for. Now the next one is barking and sniffing. Okay. Now, real service dogs know not to bark. They have been trained to not do that. Sniffing, they know that too. They know walking down store aisles, they are not allowed to sniff things on the bottom shelf. They know to leave it alone. They know that's not what they're supposed to be focusing on. Next one, pulling on leash. This one, I see a lot. I am also working on this one with my dog. This is the exact reason why I don't have her out in public yet. She is not fake, but I will say that she is taking a lot longer than I want her to be trained. I know it takes a while, and I haven't been working with her that long, but this is one we're working on, and I don't want it just messed up in public, so I am taking my time with this one. And, you know, if you are having trouble with it, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there to help you. If you need to talk to an actual dog trainer, those work too. But back to pulling on leash. If the dog is pulling on leash, trying to get to the other dog or whatever, again, not listening to the handler, then it is obviously not trained properly, and yeah, is hyper and doesn't focus on the handler. This one I haven't really seen as often, but I know that it can happen. You just have to keep the dog just kind of like focused on you and kind of like keep it focused off of everybody else. The next one is lunges at another person or a dog. Real service dogs know to leave other dogs alone. They just think that those other dogs are just not there. They're kind of like invisible to them. And everybody else around them is kind of not there either. So they could care less if, you know, you're standing right next to them because they don't care. They've learned to leave you alone. Next one, having a good heel position. Now, if you don't know what heel position is or you've never heard of it, it is where the dog walks up on your left or right side, right at your heel, and walks right at your heel with you. Now, I know sometimes dogs mess up and have, you know, issues and things, but most of the time they have to have a good heel position, and whenever you tell them to heel, they go right back in that position, and they know what that word means on a snap. So, there's that one. Say hi to the video. Hi. Okay. Next one is don't steal food off of floors. Again, real service dogs know, and good trained dogs, even that, know to not take food off the floor. What I've done with Isabel is if there's something on the floor and it's not for her to pick up, I tell her to leave it, and she will leave it alone and walk past it like it wasn't even there originally. So, next, they will be like, if like a Walmart greeter asks them, you know, is this a real service dog? They're like, yeah, I have an ID card for it. Real service dogs don't have to have an ID card. We know this. And only fake handlers and fake service dogs have IDs when they're just trying to use a dog for attention. Which using a service dog for attention anyways is not a good idea. So if that's what you're using it for, you know, I wouldn't go there. But like I said, there are some that have ID cards, which means it's obviously fake. So some of these are more prominent than others. Some of these are just, you know, what I've seen. Some of them are just stuff from like YouTube videos and whatnot. But, you know, if you are faking a service dog and you really don't need it, you're just using it for attention, please do not do it. Please do not bring your dog into a store, because that's just going to ruin, a lot for yourself, and it's just not going to go the way you want it to. If you think the dog can perform right, good for you. But if you think that the dog will mess up, don't bring it in public. Make sure you get it trained properly. You can train the dog yourself. That's fine. Make sure you get it public access tested before you bring it in public. You can bring it in public to train them. Yes, that's completely fine. But make sure before you bring them in public permanently, make sure it's public access tested, so that way if it's not up to the standards of being in public, it can be fixed before it's permanently brought into public. So that's kind of all the stuff I wanted to say on this topic. It's just some stuff I've seen and stuff I've heard that's kind of irritated me on this topic. So, again, I hope this made sense to you guys. Again, I didn't think it was a video I was ever going to make. But I feel like I should have brought it to your guys' attention, and as well as getting it off of my shoulders. So, yeah. So I hope this all made sense to you, and it wasn't just kind of like all over the place. Again, if you do have any questions about anything I said in this video, don't be afraid to comment in the comments. I will respond back to you guys. Again, haven't mentioned this in a while, but I still do have my Discord. I do have a section in there for service dogs. So if you want to go hop on that and you are a service dog handler yourself, go hop in there, come talk to me. And if you are watching this and you are a dog trainer or whatever, and you know, you can help me on some dog training stuff myself, comment in the comments, and that'll be very, very helpful. So again, I will see you guys next Tuesday, and I love you.